yeah, so I was just really bored, and I just started playing around in Photoshop, and just eventually came up with the logo. In all honesty, I could not tell you like where the creative like process came for that.
You got young in the building, but man. That's all I can say.
It just came together, and at first, I honestly was just playing.
Welcome back to Eat and Talk, everybody. My name is Yusra.
And I'm Gilbert, and we're back with another episode of Eat and Talk.
Yeah, so today we got, every guest, all of our guests are specials. Yeah, we got some youngins, but some grown youngins.
Young stars.
Absolutely. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but their brand is Slf Made Co. I've had the wonderful opportunity to partner with them before at some pop-ups that we did with African Beauty. Great merch. I just want to give them a shout out. And I think I have like 4 of like your stuff. And now they brought hats, you guys. And now I get to add this to my collection. So I'm super excited. Next to me, I have Ismail and Sadat. So you guys go ahead, introduce yourselves. Like Gilbert says,
don't be humble.
Don't be humble.
Don't be humble. Self-made, don't be humble.
Yeah, introduce yourselves and tell us what Self-Made is.
Take the stage, man.
All right, well, I'm going to introduce myself first and then explain later. My name's Sadat.
I'm Ismail.
Don't be humble.
And, really self-made to us, I feel like it's more of like a mindset, to stay like completely like 100% all the time. It's just authentic, like raw authenticity.
Yeah.
Just the fact that like, we really like to push out ideas that like we don't really think people are like putting out enough of.
Yeah.
But my business partner right here, man, I could not do it without this guy. Like,
shout out to him.
Shout out to him for real. The way like we just bounce ideas off of each other, I just can't get that. Like I feel like I can't get it nowhere else.
I love it.
I couldn't ask for better. Like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 1 p.m. I call this guy. He answers the phone, and we just bounce ideas like for hours, right? And then we just get back at it the next day, the following day. Like there's no breaks, and it's like I feel like with him, it's like he wants to work just as hard as I want to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I love that. And that's really important, having a partner. And I could attest to that because like there's some times where Sadat will hit me up and be like, okay, I need to check in with my partner first. I need to make sure my partner knows this, Yeah. And so that's important. So let's jump right into that. How important is it to have a partner, and how do you guys cooperate and work with each other?
Man, well, for me, I feel like it's just always better splitting the workload in two,
Yeah. Well said.
And it's not... I was never really into like big groups, so I never really liked being around a group of like 6 or 5 different people. And on top of that, this is like my blood cousin, like my first cousin. It's already family
love, family.
So it's like, even regardless, if we stop doing this brand today, like if we stop making clothes tomorrow, it would not matter.
But you're not stopping Sadat and Ismail.
All money in, all money in.
I love that. That's
all
awesome.
money in.
Come on.
Because we know what each one is good at. So like, if I come to him with an idea, I have something in my head, and I don't even say full sentences, and he already knows what I'm talking about, right? So like, and he lets me do what I'm good at. I let him do what he's good at, and then we just mesh together. Like, I'm not going to interrupt his zone. He's going crazy, and he just let me do me, and this allows us to grow.
I like the fact that you guys like really stood, grab that concept at an early stage of life. I feel like that's something that we all lack. It's like we feel like we can do it all by ourselves. But if you have someone that you can bounce ideas off of and they know what you're good at, they will utilize it. So
yeah, you guys definitely complement each other. So what are your each individual expertise?
Don't be humble. I know one of y'all is good at doing something.
For sure. So I'm definitely the Photoshop guy, the guy who's like creative. Not saying he don't got a creative mind, because he still come with some heat, as well. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the best of us doesn't really come out.
I feel like you're the creative designer.
Like
you're the creative person.
Yeah.
Look at your whole fit. I know you're the creative person behind the scenes.
I do get that a lot, but I'm definitely the more creative type. But with this guy, man, he brings like... I'm gonna let him talk.
Yeah, I'm saying, he brings my ideas to life, right? For this hoodie,
that's what I was gonna say. The hoodie, you guys. When he walked in, I didn't mean to interrupt, but this is the first thing that caught my eye. I want this hoodie, and he said it's just custom. He made it for himself, but I'm gonna need to order for that because this cotton candy pouch is so cute. Yeah.
So break it down for us. So what did he do with that hoodie?
Right. So I just bought like a blue hoodie, right? And I was wearing it playing, and I was like, you know what, Sadat, I need you to do something with this, right? So I gave it to him, and I told him I want Slf Made on there somewhere. I want this new little logo we got on the hat on there somewhere, right? And I told him I need baby blue and pink on there, right? And he comes up with the with the white, embroidered on the outside, or okay, now just put the self on there, not even include the self-made, little things like that, or even like with the vest. He'll tell me I want to do this, and I'll just like, okay, let's do it like this, and he's able to bring that to life, right? So,
shout out to Young Kanye in the house.
Other.
Young Kanye, okay, I see you. Keep doing
that.
you. Young, I see you.
So when was Self-Made born? When did you guys start this?
There's actually a couple of dates you could pick, I guess.
Okay.
You could either say the first initial drop that we had, which, in all honesty, I think it was like January of 2020.
Okay.
So we've been out for a little over a year now. Probably had like 3-4 drops.
Okay.
So we got more coming too.
Yes.
We got the spring drop.
We'll get into that.
2020.
Sure. Yeah. We'll get into that.
You guys dropped the first. Then guess what happened? COVID. How did that affect you guys?
In all honesty, it really didn't have a big effect. If anything, it probably
helped
probably helped us out a little bit more. Some COVID babies.
Yeah.
Now we're not outside. I'm not in school no more. I'm at home all the time, right? So that gives me time to do things. You feel me? Right. So when I'm in school and I'm busy taking 16, 18, whatever credits I'm taking, I'm locked in on my schoolwork. But now that I'm home, school's online. It's easy to get things done. So COVID was a blessing.
Are you really doing that online classes
that
though?
Blessing disguise.
Are you really doing that online classes?
Yeah. 4.0.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I mean, so on top of, working on your brand and everything like that, it sounds like you guys were also developing yourselves. So you guys are young, by the way. How old? I'm sorry. Can we put your age out there? How old are you guys?
Yeah, so I'm 20. We're both 20.
Guys, let's just point out how they're only 20 years old and they have already had 4 drops. Started in the pandemic when it's one of the hardest time in our lives, and they're doing tremendous work for each other. So you guys, you attended school. Were you going into school?
Yeah, I'm actually in a boot camp right now, in a Google boot camp for UX design.
Oh, nice. So definitely in your field.
This is why you're the creative designer. Man, he's educating himself. He knows what he wants and he's going for it.
I love that.
I know. That's
what's up.
Like,
keep it up.
Really gotta.
No, I really
some,
really want to highlight that because a lot of people, especially like when I was 20, I was so lost and confused. I didn't know what to do, and like finding a passion, and then also juggling multiple things at once. Trying to get a license certificate, going to school or whatever, and then developing a business. Like it takes a lot of skills and it takes a lot of patience. So let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you guys face, and it has nothing to do with your age. I mean, in general, developing your brand. What are the challenges that you faced when Self Brand came alive?
I'd say when it first came out was just like, in all honesty, it was never about like the designs or like really like making it for us, because that's like our strong suit. That's what we bring to the table really well. I feel like the harder part for us really was more of just like trying to find like manufacturers or trying to get the product that we want exactly the way we want it. So like sometimes we would like buy a blank from like certain like people out in like LA or wherever here, and then we'd bring it back here or get it screen printed somewhere, and it would always be like the sizing wouldn't exactly be right, or like the material would be like some really thin material. That's one thing too. We always like make sure that like we try to bring like the best quality we can. Like that's like one of our top priorities when we drop. But in all honesty, that's probably been the hardest part. That and just getting it out there, honestly. Just getting people to know about us.
So in your take, what was the most challenging?
It's like that, finding the right producers, like manufacturers to do it the way you want to do it, right? Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of people who, like, they limit you to what you can do, right? They just tell you, I can just put a screen print in this certain size. I can't do no smaller, I can't do no bigger, I can't embroider this, I can't do that, right? So it took us a while to find the person who I can tell them, okay, take the drawstrings out, take off the pocket, do this, make it a little smaller, all those things. Like, I want it to come out the way I wanted it to come out. Not like, I'm okay with it. I want it to be like, that's hard. If I wear it, I want you to be able to wear it,
Exactly.
So that's what we focus on, quality control. That was the hardest thing.
So now, do you guys deal with one manufacturer to handle all that, or you guys outsource?
We've been exploring for a while, but in all honesty, we found, I think we
the
got
person
the
that's
right
willing
guy.
to take the string out, take the pocket out, put it over here.
We found I think we got a good one for us right now.
That's good.
I love that. So let's go back to your drops. Give us a storyline for each drop. Tell us about your first drop to your latest drop.
Man, our first drop. Shout out to my boy Hussein. Man,
if you're watching this, shout out to you.
Hussein, if you're watching this, man, my boy, shout out to you.
Appreciate
Like, he was in our first photo shoot and probably took our photos for everything else, like all the rest of our drops. He's been in. Probably seen him actually. He's on our website at the bottom. If you scroll to the bottom,
Why you put the man all the way at the bottom?
I had to. Literally, like, he's done so much for me, man. Like,
Say the best for last. That's what I say.
That's true.
yeah,
That's true.
Like, but sorry, I got a little bit off track. What was the question?
Yeah, so no, we were talking about tell us your storyline between your first drop to the last drop. So your first drop, you were shouting out Hussein.
Yeah. So our first drop, we actually did it in a laundromat. So it was super dope the way we put that together. Yeah.
Creative director. We got young,
you know. But so that was our first drop, and we sold out. We only had 12 hoodies. Yeah. It was nothing else but 12 hoodies, and we sold out, I believe, in like a week. It was, I couldn't even believe it. Like, it was my first drop, or our first drop.
Exactly.
We weren't even expecting to anything like that to happen. Boom, sold out.
Laundromat.
Yeah, and we took our photo shoots in a laundromat, which is pretty dope.
That's very creative.
From there, we had like
we had some beanies because it was the winter time.
Yeah,
those sold out pretty quickly. And then
as the second drop,
it was like a mini type of thing. You know, we just put it out there, see what it can do, and it did well. Right, and then we had our Eid drop.
Pocket tees.
Yeah, that was our Eid drop.
With the Mr. Rogers drop. Yeah, a lot of people have actually been asking.
Oh, I think that's the one that is that the one we had at the pop up?
Yeah,
I think I have two of this shirt. I bought one and then you gave me one. Yes, those are really nice.
Yeah. A lot of people have been asking. We might restock on those ones soon.
Those are cool.
Since a lot of people have been asking for it.
Yeah.
But,
so what inspired you guys to do the drops?
Wait, did you finish all your drops first of all?
No, that was. Is
that all 4 drops that you guys dropped?
We had one more, right? A cream hoodie.
Yeah, we had the cream hoodie. That was the long.
Our recent one was
came out with the hats.
Okay, it was just like a brown it was a brown and white version of that, but it didn't have the silk. It was just like the logo dead in the center.
And how about the vest?
This is actually just a sample. It's not out yet. This is for our next drop.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
so our spring drop.
You guys heard it here first. So
yep, we got our spring drop coming soon.
So did you guys change the brand picture logo?
No, the brand logo is still
the same.
Still
okay.
Turn around and let people see it.
Turn around.
Yeah, go ahead. Of course, we need to see it.
That's the back.
Yeah.
The back of the vest.
That's the back of the vest. The thing that their hands are holding is our actual logo.
So I was gonna say, what does it symbolize? What is that?
So it is it's kind of like a flame head.
Okay.
So I made it actually in like my junior year of high school. Okay. I was in a graphic design class, and I just had like a bunch of extra like time on my hands.
Were you eating a lot of Airhead?
I don't get it.
The candy.
Like it came with the flame head.
Yeah. Isn't Airheads like the candy?
Oh yeah, the candy, the balloons.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. Okay. I'm actually not too big of a candy guy, but so I was just really bored, and I just started playing around in Photoshop, and just eventually came up with the logo. In all honesty, I could not tell you like where the creative process came for that.
We got young in the building, man. That's all I can say.
It just came together, and at first, I honestly was just planning on like using it as like stickers and whatnot for class, water bottles and whatnot. Yeah. But then I did an assignment where we had to print on an actual hoodie, and the logo just turned out so fire on the hoodie. I wore it in school that day, and everyone was just like, "Yo, where'd you get that? Make me."
That's so dope.
I just started from there.
I love it. I love it.
Young Kanye West. Young Kanye West.
No, definitely. So, Ismail, how was the progress for you when it came to like all these drops? Like, what did you find most exciting about finding new ideas for this?
Well, I mean, that's what I love doing. I love finding new ideas, right? So there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have just in our in the laptops and the iPads just sitting there, hasn't dropped yet, right? But once we do the preview on the Instagram page or on my personal page, whatever it may be, and getting people's responses to that, right? I'm just like, yo, I can't wait for this to actually be produced and then sold. I want to see people wear it, right? Because if I'm outside and I see someone rocking my hoodie that I made, like I'm good. Like
I love that. Yeah.
So little things like that, like it just makes me happy. I see my friends all my friends buy every time, no matter what. Like they send me money before I even got the hoodie.
That's love. Right? That's support.
That's support.
I get my personal drop offs to you because I know and they wear it all the time too. It's not like they just buy it though in their closet.
Exactly.
They rock it all the time.
Yeah.
So that's the best part about it though. Yeah. Just the reaction and love from just like people who are already like your friends. You know.
Yes.
It's just.
Yeah.
That's
People
how
don't
you
show-
grow.
people don't show
Like
too
your
much
own
love
circle. Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For you guys to
Absolutely.
get that, but
Yeah.
so back to the question. So how you guys come up with the drops, or why you guys decided to do the drops?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
What
the way-
inspired? Yeah, what inspires you to do drops instead of continuing?
So like
For each drop, like for like even like the Mr. Rogers, like how do you guys come up with that?
That was this guy. Go ahead.
I don't.
Go ahead.
So let the creative director
No,
say.
that was him. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was him.
So the way we just decide with like how we come out with like our drops are just like, I don't know. We kind of just like randomly send like DM each other things like random pieces we see on like online, and we like, yo, like if we did something like this, it would be hard. And then it immediately from then just turns into like me just going into like working on a design, sending it to him, getting it okay. If we both like it and we both know it's hard, well, let's start production. Why not?
That's awesome. No, I love it, honestly. And also, like, one thing that I noticed about, like, all of you guys' stuff is, like, the quality. And, like, it's really important that it takes time for you guys to choose, like, the exact quality. So since you guys are so focused on giving us the best products, how long does it take you guys in between drops? Do you guys, like, have scheduled times where we're like, okay, this is spring, summer, fall? Or is it, like, you guys find something, you guys come up with something, and then when you're ready, you release it?
That's more the second one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to give myself a strict schedule
Yeah.
because then I might put something out that I didn't like personally, right? So it's more so we come up with design, we find the quality, we find someone to do it the way we want to do it, and then we'll just drop that. Then I'm not in a rush, nothing like that. Just make sure I put out good things that I like, you'll like, and some random person will like.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So we talked about your brand and all the drops and everything like that, but you know, y'all are just more than clothes and hats. We got your website back here, which we will definitely link at the bottom of our page on our YouTube channel. But I see some shoes here.
So explain.
What is this?
So we also do like custom shoes from like here and there, just like whenever people like place a custom order where it's like, hey, I want a custom Air Force, or I want a custom this or that. We just recently started aging shoes. So this is an aged Air Max 97. It's the silver bullet colorway.
Which you're wearing today,
Which I also
right?
have on. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
And he's like, put your foot
Yeah.
up there.
It's not no Cinderella. Yeah, we do a bunch of customs. I don't know if you guys can like click through here or what.
Yeah, go
but
ahead, we'll go through
if you go to like products,
Go up to products.
on the
Products,
top,
yeah.
yep, and then keep scrolling until you see that custom shoes should be like gray.
Oh, cool.
So here we have like a bunch of pictures on like other shit. Yeah, these are like just some of the other Air Forces we've done. This one we actually did exclusively for the hype.
Oh, that's so cute.
When they had a pop up.
Yeah.
I need those lace.
Yeah.
Those laces are probably like pretty.
I
popular.
remember when you did
Yeah.
this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have to bring your own shoe?
No, so we actually, the way we do it is you could either bring like one of your used pairs, and we do that for like $50.
Say less. Let me place my order right now.
or
I want my-
those ones like those are like a new pair, or you can do like a new pair, which is $190.
Yo,
Which are
I
$190 for the new
let me place my order. I got my old pair of Air Force Ones. I need something.
I have a
done with
lot
them.
of actually old Air Force. I have a weird.
I want those
I buy
lace.
new Air
I want the
Forces
laces.
every time. Every
You know-
time it gets dirty.
It's actually hilarious because we're actually not even Air Force guys. Like
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah, I don't like.
We don't
no.
like Air Forces.
Me too.
I feel like they're
Yeah.
just too like bulky sometimes.
Yeah.
Obviously, I still have.
If
a
you don't
couple-
like Air Force, you
There's-
definitely don't like Balenciagas. Then
No.
I don't
No,
either.
no,
I
too
don't like
bulky.
Balenciagas.
That's the boots though. Like
I-
I got a pair of the sock ones.
Yeah.
Those are fire. Like
Those
they're
are
tough,
fire.
comfortable, but like the
Slim
boots.
fit. Those look some
So
dinosaur.
we're into. So you guys do
Even
the
the-
customs. How long does it take you to do the custom?
About like a week
Dang, I
takes me to do.
Yeah.
Nice.
About a
What you
week.
said.
Nah.
In a week.
I got an event coming up. I think I got enough time. I got enough time.
We can-
Okay.
I'll
I got enough
expedite
time.
something for you.
I
I got you.
Okay.
No, I love it. So
Yeah.
this is your website. So
Yeah. Oh, there's also like other drops you had on here. Like that's like that cream hoodie that we
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
They're not available, so you can't really buy them on
Yeah.
there right now. But
Yeah,
we
just-
like to keep it on there just so we have like something to show people.
Are you guys gonna go back to the no string hoodie? Are
I
you guys
want
gonna
to.
do? That's
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing. But like, you gotta also find hoodies that don't have strings already. Then the
oh
holes are there. You know.
oh okay.
So that's just
Oh.
you know one of the things got to work around.
Maybe we drop another little prize in the spring collection.
Yeah. You guys heard it here first. They dropping something next.
That's nice. Okay, so y'all did online, so let's talk about pop-ups. Tell us about how you feel about pop-ups, your first pop-up, and how those experiences have went for you.
Well, I mean, you really put us on our first pop-up. We're super grateful for that because that's what really like got us like in the game, really, you know. But
yeah, how was that for you guys?
Man, it was a really big night for us, but not only us, everyone else was doing. It was a great night.
It was fun, yeah.
Like it was solid. But pop-ups are the way to go, man. It just brings like it gives an excuse for people to like go out and have fun and just enjoy yourselves.
Like come and introduce and all of that.
Exactly. It's just pop-ups are perfect, honestly.
Yeah. So is that something you guys see like more entitled into your future, more pop-ups coming up? But where
100%.
can we find Slf Made in the future?
100%. Well, if you can't find us here online, we really have been talking with Underdog. My boy Smile, shout out
to Underdog. He was here. Yeah.
One of our guests.
Before.
Yeah.
But he's been talking to me recently about like renting out like an ice rink or like a bowling arena or bowling alley or something like that, and just having like a whole pop up there where people are just like skating and just
that would be
like
super
a bunch of brands are there. Like that.
You guys heard it here first, so keep a lookout.
Unless you don't know how to ice skate, then do not go.
I don't. I'm a sucker though.
No, so I was gonna ask you like, so what inspired? Where do you get your inspiration from?
In all honesty, it just comes from like everyday like clothing brands that I just follow up on. Like Kith, huge one. They drop some fire stuff, even though people really don't. There'd be some people who don't really like them.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
I love Kith.
Like Fear of God.
That's another one.
Jerry Lorenzo, just goat. That guy's crazy. Yeezy, of course. We actually, funny story. When we were making our spring catalog, we tried to like match up like every piece that was in our collection with like the Yeezy drop that they're also about to drop in the spring. But just their shoes.
Just
just a shoe.
Yeah, so we tried to make the colorways at least of our clothes like match shoes.
Exactly, I like that.
Yeah,
people got something to wear when they cop their new Yeezys. You know? Or when I cop my new Yeezys.
Yeah.
You doing that?
So do you like? So that means do you look up to Ye too? Because you kind of remind me of Ye. That's why I keep saying young Ye.
Both of y'all, honestly, do. Both of y'all are super creative.
I'm not gonna say I like necessarily look up to him, but really it's like
for
like,
the creative
like ideas. I get a lot of like quick inspiration from like people like that. You know, it's like you gotta show respect to them. Like,
whatever
you guys doing some crazy stuff.
Whatever your job sells out, like
I'm still mad. I'm like over here on the Adidas website, just
Man, I have not hit on.
I haven't none.
Adidas, none of them, not once in my life.
I'm like the money is there.
The thing is, so I have Twitter only for drops, like on shoes, clothes, PS5, whatever it is. My notifications on 24/7. So I'm up 6 a.m. I see a drop on something, and I'm capping. Like my ring is constantly on for Twitter notifications, and that's pretty much it. Like because Yeezy gonna drop something, it's gonna sell 10 seconds, and then it's gonna resell for triple, quadruple the value. I'm just ridiculous. Some sisters cut a t-shirt, and 200 beats for a hole. I can do that. Come on.
See, that's the part of Kanye where it's like, bro.
You can do it, I can do it.
It's who's behind the brand, you know, at the end of the day. So, like, if you make a statement and name for yourself, like, that could be Slf Made in the future. Y'all could just have a plain jean jacket and sell it for $8,000 and people will buy it. You know,
look at you did the same thing to you. Had, like, just your logo on the hoodie. And, you know, that looked fire, too.
That's awesome. So, one thing we kind of skipped over earlier, and I just wanted to, like, shine light on it a little bit, is Ismail also is great with the scissors, the clips. Sorry,
we got young Akeem in the building.
Barber. So you cut hair. On side of that, tell us about that.
So I started cutting hair maybe like 3-4 years ago. This is my test dummy here. Until like
I don't see any hair.
I don't like. What were you testing? What were you cutting these edges or what?
Nah, that's like when he first started cutting hair.
First
like,
started.
Yeah.
I'm in my mom's basement in the bathroom.
That's
Love
how it
it.
all starts.
We sitting there with like some Walmart clippers, no like 2 guards, no lever, nothing. The cut I cut with the same clippers I was lining with. It was bad, right? But they would come in, him and my friends, they come in, they get cut. They'd be like, yo, this is so tough, right? They lying to me, right? So they would go outside, no hat, nothing, you know? And I'm looking back at my videos, and I'm just like, yo, I was bad, you know? I was bad.
No, in my defense though, like back then, it really did look like it was
like, you know? But then once I started watching my YouTube videos, I bought the right clippers, stuff like that, started cutting hair, like actually, and I got better. And then Nathan gave me an opportunity to work at Acways. Right, so whenever I'm not in school, I'll come down, I call Nathan Shifty, and he'll just...
Shout out to Nathan.
Yeah, I love how Eden Talk is like a full circle.
Yeah.
Everyone we have on here knows someone that we've interviewed. That's so dope.
Yeah, shout out to Nathan.
Yeah.
Shifty put me on, so I'm at Acways, the Moundsview location. You can book me through my Instagram, Ish with the Clips, right? Come out,
Ish with the Clips. We'll add your Instagram name, yes.
Read about it.
So yeah, you know, upcoming barber, one of the best. Like he has gotten the cut from barber in the last 4 years?
5 years, something
4
like
years,
that.
5 years.
That's the see. Look at the pros of having a cousin
Why?
who's
Come
your
on,
partner and your barber. That's
You
what's
can't
up.
go wrong.
Absolutely.
The guy does everything, bro.
I love it.
But yeah, keep on doing it though. Yeah, you do everything, yo. School, barbering,
Yes.
self-made.
Then
Keep it up.
That's the Kanye. It's
he's
not
trying to
me.
retire by 23, like for real. Trying to be out the game by
Yes.
23.
Oh,
you know?
Speak it to
Absolutely.
existence.
Then
Speak to
shit is
existence.
just running. I don't want to be working 9 to 5 the rest of my life. Like, yeah, I'm in
Inshallah.
school, and that's the end goal for my parents, right? But if I'm doing other things outside of that, by the time I'm 23, 24, I'm done. Like,
I love
So
that.
let's go back to the parent support. I know you mentioned that the end goal is to get the education for the parents. So when you're talking to your parents and you're letting them know that, hey, school is for you guys, but my idea is somewhere else, how are they taking that?
well, for me at least, like, because COVID happened and the barbershop shut down, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, what if this happens again and you can't cut hair no more? Now you dropped out of school, you have no 9 to 5, you have no regular job, you can't make money, right? So I'm like, okay, that makes logical sense. Let me go get my degree. Let me go get a regular job, right? Make sure my income, I'm getting income every 2 weeks or whatever that may be, right? But like hair, that's a passion. I love it. Like if you if I cut your hair and you walked out instantly, I wouldn't call you back for the cut. Because I enjoy looking the smile on your face and seeing the crisp lines and the blends, right? But you sit there for a good 10 seconds, yeah, I need my money now. Like, this, I need my money now, you know? But, like...
Y'all heard it first, so when he cuts, you run.
But yeah, so I mean, at least, like, I know, like, they want me to do good things in life.
That's
like,
good.
you
Shout
know,
out to them.
Go get a job, go, you know, live a good life, right? So...
Our parents always want the best
Yeah.
for us.
Exactly.
Shout out Dukes.
Yes.
Mama, I love you.
Yes.
Exactly.
So you're going the same path too? You're going to get the school done and then...
100%.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect
That's
that.
it.
I think that helps us too, right? Because now if you're pulling in X amount of dollars through your 9 to 5, you just push that into your production. Right now I can drop more vests, I can drop more hoodies, I can do more shoes, right? I can have like a consistent line versus having to, you know, space things out or something like that, you know?
I love that.
So
That's why he's the partner.
That's why he's the partner.
I see that. No,
Absolutely.
I see that. It all makes full sense now.
Yes, no, absolutely. So, going back to like your dreams and everything that you guys were mentioning. So, tell us, like, I mean, you don't have to be specific about your goals because we don't want to block our blessings. But tell us about some like generalization dreams that you guys have for self-made in the future. Yeah.
So
Man.
Where y'all see yourself, like in a
I feel
store, all that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, this jacket is fire.
Oh yeah, we're
This
topping that one.
this jacket is fire.
Yeah, it's gonna come, man.
Yeah, that
We
jacket
actually
is-
made changes. It doesn't even look like this.
yeah,
but
it's better.
jacket
It's
is-
it
better.
looks a little better. But
spring.
yeah, in the future, I definitely see us like somewhere in a store. Maybe not necessarily our store, because I don't really like being like
I like that.
confined to like
I like
one
that,
space,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
where people just have to like only come to Slf Made to buy it.
Yeah.
I'd rather like mass produce it out to other like
Oh.
retailers and sell it to them. And
Kind of have like an extended pop-up
Yeah.
type of thing because you guys will be seasonal and
Exactly.
all that. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, eventually we want to start dropping more like consistently too. But I mean, I feel like now we're just more focused on like the short-term goals
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
than the long-term goals.
Getting our name out there, having people wanting to buy it, like waiting for the next drop, things like that. But then, like, you talking end goals, like, I'm dropping 9 a.m. If you're not awake for the 9 a.m. that's on you. I'm dropping 9 a.m.
You're trying to be on some sneakers that,
right? Like, it'll be exclusive in the hype always. That's family.
Yeah,
so as soon as the hype open up, we'll be in there, and we'll always be in there.
Shout out the hype.
Yeah.
But 9 a.m. drops Saturday morning. Set your alarm. It's like it's coming.
We'll be up.
It's coming.
We'll be up.
I like that.
Maybe an app or something soon.
Yes,
inshallah.
inshallah. That's amazing. Well, I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all know that, you know, Sadar, you're my little bro, and just seeing you grow is amazing. And meeting your partner today, I see why you have Slf Made, because this partnership, this team, is really what makes this brand, mashallah. And you guys each bring your expertise, and so really proud of you guys. Continue to grow. One last thing, what advice do you have for anyone that is watching this today, about someone who was interested in starting their own self brand, or, you know, just anything in general?
Man, that's actually a crazy question, because I see that question being asked all the time.
I know,
and I'm always feeling like, yo, that's directed towards me. Nah, seriously though, man. If you know that you can do something and you like have that dream, don't, like, it might sound a little cliche, but like don't let anyone try and tell you that like you can't do it, or like it's not supposed to be done a certain way. Cause at the end of the day, it's your mindset, you know, it's your life, it's what you want to do. So actually go out there and put in the work and go out and do it. And you always get the work. You always get, like, you know, you're always going to get the end result from it. If you put the work in.
And you have to know, like, things take time, right? You're not going to start today and be successful tomorrow. Or the next month, or maybe the next year, maybe, I don't know what it's going to be, but things take time. And it's just about practice, repetition, and effort. As long as you 24/7 thinking about what you want to do and trying to achieve those goals, you will get there, right? Just persistence.
Drop the mic.
Yes,
Drop the
absolutely.
mic.
No, and you guys, I just want to say, like, this is the first podcast that they're on, and I'm honored that they came on here. Want to give a big shout out to Central. Ayan is behind the camera. Shout out to Ayan. Shout out to Central. Shout out. This is a family full of goats, absolutely. And so I'm really proud of all of you guys. Hype, Slf Made, and Central. Big shout out to you guys. Hype, y'all. We're coming for y'all next soon.
Very soon.
Inshallah. Thank you guys so much.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Appreciate
Keep the energy going.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna have you guys sign our Hall of Fame sweater.
Okay.
And we are done. We are out.
Nice.
Thank you.